how to go from here to running out here. The truth is, you don't need anything. I mean, you could run in your God-given birthday suit. Just now, you may get arrested and publicly shamed, but running can be so simple. Honestly, all you need is a comfortable pair of run shoes and some clothes. Running really can be uncomplicated, and I know you're not going to believe me because it's very, very noisy out there. A lot of things crossing our paths. It can be simple. So when I signed up for my first race back in 2006, right, what I did was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get a pair of running shoes. I marched myself into TJ Maxx because I didn't have any money. Okay, I was waiting tables, I'm in college, and I went straight back to the sale rack because I wanted a sale on the sale. So I see a pair of red Nikes, they were $19. I put them on, they were comfortable. That's it. When it comes to running shoes, there's two things that matters. First, we can't sell our kidneys for running shoes. So make sure they're affordable. And two, just make sure they're comfortable. Fit like a Cinderella slipper. That is the most important thing. They were comfortable. I came home and the next day I got started. I didn't buy one other thing. I didn't mark out a plan. I didn't hire a coach. I didn't plan workouts, paces, nothing. I figured that if I was going to go from 0 to finishing a 50-mile race in 14 weeks, I just had to get started. Those $19 pair of shoes were seriously my favorite because instead of focusing on what I can't do, what I don't have, I finally was like, you know what I can do? Well, I can afford a $19 pair of shoes and I can start running tomorrow. They got me started right away. Here's the thing. Instead of saying, oh, I need to save up for a $100 pair of trainers, I need a perfectly laid training plan, we're just kicking the can down the road. Weeks go by, days go by, months go by, we're still not doing the thing. So I love those $19 pair of shoes because they kicked my booty out the door and just got me started. I didn't overthink things. I literally just got shoes, wore what was ever in my closet. That meant cotton hoodies, wind pants, doubling up socks. This is Chicago. Okay, I started in Chicago in January. It's cold and it's gray. So I'm just doubling up gloves, doubling up hats. But I got out the door. And now someone will say, oh, but if you do it wrong, it could be bad, it could have been better. Maybe, but I am so grateful for that first year in running that it was just quiet. It was just me doing my thing, my head down. It was an adventure. I was learning. I was like a sponge. I read some good books. You could listen to podcasts nowadays, but I didn't have a lot of chirping. I didn't have a lot of noise. I just did it. It was so fun. And even now, when things start getting really loud, I can go back to where I started. And I'm like, I'm just going back to the basics. Back to the basics. Just running. For the pure joy of moving. I didn't have a time goal. I just wanted to finish. And those $19 pair of shoes, they brought me through a 50-mile gnarly trail race. They were not trail shoes. I probably put 1,200 miles in those shoes. I'm not advocating for that. That's a lot of miles. But they just carried me. I didn't overthink. Here's a story to tell you about how to keep it simple. Okay, so my dad, if they took a worldwide vote, would be voted least likely ever to run, okay? But I got him running. He always did walks at night with our dog, and I just thought to add a little fitness, boost his aerobic system, convinced him that I was going to go with him, like, let's get running. But you know what? My dad is like a 1950s guy. Warm sweaters. If I told him that he needed something spandexy or polyester, he wasn't going to start. So you know what he ran in? Jeans. Big old dad jeans, okay? And he got out there and he ran in his jeans and I got him running. So maybe he didn't tackle lots of miles, but he did get running. And that was because I kept it so simple. I said, you know what, Dad? You run in your jeans. And it was perfect. He got going. He did it in his jeans. Nothing complicated. I don't even know if he wore a watch. If you want to tackle that 5K, that half marathon, that marathon, the Ironman, or whatever, sometimes you just got to start with what you have. That is it. That's all I'm saying. This is the biggest disservice to people that think they need to have everything figured out before they get out the door. And I'm like, get out the door and then you figure it out. That is how you start, and that is how you tackle big races, and that's how you get to finish lines, and that's how you have adventures and laugh. And I am the biggest advocate for keeping it as simple as possible. Life is complicated. Life is very busy. Life is very fast moving now. Everything is pictures and cameras and clicks and this and that. To have a place where you can go that just feels like it's simple. I'm just out here. I'm running. I'm just in the woods climbing a hill. So that is what I hope for. So remember, the most important thing about any of these adventures or goals is just starting. Mistakes are cool, okay? I'm the queen of making mistakes. You don't have to do it like anybody else. It doesn't have to be as big as anybody else. But what you do have to do is just get it going. And if that means buying a crappy pair of shoes or buying no shoes at all and just starting, just do it. You know, there are really no rules. But what I want more than anything is for you to get out that door and surprise yourself, have adventures, have fun, be free. That's it. Go kick ass, okay?